Hey sweetheart, obviously, I'm giving this video for a couple of reasons. One, I'm gonna be, let's just say I have seen far enough in the future to where I can give you an update, and it's pretty important. Um, it's mainly about this month that we're in right now, February. I'm just warning you that when you get back, first of all, I'm gonna end up being at my grandma's house. Second of all, when you get back, I'm not gonna be on, because I'm going to be helping out at a fish fry, like I normally do on Fridays when it comes to the first of the month, the first Friday of the month. So that's what I'm going to do, and I guess in a couple of weeks from this week, in a couple of weeks forward, those couple of weeks forward, that Wednesday is when I guess Ash Wednesday starts. You know, when they have around Easter time and whatever else not. Well, anyways, during that time is when every Friday, that Wednesday, and every Friday after that is pure nothing but fish fries, which means I'm going to be busy pretty much the entire time. So I'm going to probably end up having to come home at the end of the month, maybe get some money from my mom or whatever, and then go back there probably beginning of, well, not the beginning, because I have to see you. Well, after I get back from my trip over to you, honey, next month. But yes, I warn you about this month because I will not be home at all the entire month, which means I will not have the privacy to give you another video. So if I'm able to sneak you another video, it's because I was able to get privacy at some point to be able to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to, honey. So yes, and by the time you get this video, I already would have been at grandma's. And probably by the time you watch this video, I might have already been helping out at the fish fry and everything else. And that means this beard here will be gone. Since my dad keeps bothering me and bothering me and bothering me about it. Because if I want to help out the fish fry, I gotta look decent, blah blah blah. But in my opinion, it's a beard. Come on now. It's just by society trained opinion. They train people's minds to believe just because someone has a beard, it makes them look worse. Come on now. It just makes me look more musculent. I'm having this video, this freaking beard, obviously, on my face. That's all it does. But yeah. Other than that, obviously, I'm going there tonight. And then the rest of the time I'll be there, so I don't have to worry about the whole money situation. I don't know what's truly going on with the SSI because my mom did give me, it was $195, which means that when she gave me that, I already had like $5 or $10 on my name already, which would add up all together as $200 like I normally would get. So it kind of seemed a little interesting when I noticed that. Made me think, did they back out from freaking trying to cut my SSI or something? And that's another thing I just thought of. They didn't do that. That means I could just use the money that they give me to go on a site called FanDuel, and they say it's not a gambling site, but it's pretty much the basics of gambling, pretty much. Only difference is you're betting on a team to win, pretty much. name of the site's FanDuel.com, and you pretty much put a certain amount of money into an entry to win a certain amount of money. And I found it interesting. Since they give out like $10 million per week, I'm guessing it's easy to win. I mean, easy to win. I mean, so easy I can make a living off of it, kind of easy. So, who knows, I might not even have to get a job. Because if I start doing this, after I get that debit card I've been warning you, I've been planning to get, who knows, this might be the way I make a living for us. And if I get so good at this, because, see, the thing is, honey, I'm so deeply rooted in sports, to where I could probably play multiple leagues, literally, and I could be making us a lot of money. To where I could probably think of like a dream lineup for my team that I create, that I'll challenge other fans with. I could literally think of a dream team where I'd probably win frequently. So, with that said, because I keep myself so updated in the sports and stuff, because, like, you're a movie buff, I'm a sports buff, pretty much. Pretty much means I'm so deeply rooted into it that you and me end up talking about sports, I will be talking your ear off about it, because of how much I do know. So yes, that's the reason why it fits me perfectly if I do this idea. And I think I saw like the maximum amount you could win is like $100,000. And you're only entering like $10 in each time. I'm not gonna do that until I've built up a good amount of money though. Like probably like 1,000 or something like that. And then, see what I'm saying, honey? We literally will be able to live like our dreams. Literally. But I'm still gonna be a stingy spender. Meaning I'm not gonna be going gaga spending crazy. I'm not gonna be doing that. Even then I won't be. Because I mean, I might give out some money as charity at some point or another, or yeah. But that's it. And if I get so good at this, and I ask for the people who actually created FanDuel, if I actually ask for their permission to use like maybe make a video and of how it all works and stuff, and be able to put it online, and if they give me permission to do it, it's like a promotion type of thing for them. I think more than likely, if I do get enough at the FanDuel thing to where I make enough money to the point, I think they might even be willing to pay me to even do it. So, we'll see. I mean, I'm not super famous or anything, but if they see my track record of how good I've done, they're like, hey, what the heck, we can bet our money on this guy. Just like I bet my money on, like I said. Because, I don't know, because I mean, you could have like $5 and $1 entries too. I mean, you could put $1 in and I'm winning like $190 or $500 or something like that, I saw. So it's like really, really rewarding, literally. So, I know, this is really hypocritical of me though, for me to do this. Because I harp on my mom all the time, and her and scratch-offs, while I'm doing this on a computer though. Which is pretty much the same thing she's doing. So, I guess I can't really be hypocritical of my mom doing the scratch-offs if I'm doing this. Because that'd be, just like I said, it'd be me being a hypocrite when usually I say gambling is bad, but they say it's not a gambling site. I saw on the freaking advertisement they had for it. But yeah, I actually checked it out yesterday and I thought this would be interesting. I'm gonna try it out. So yeah, I'm just giving you an update on everything that I'm thinking right now. And maybe you could make your King Charming a video after you've like edited the video you have to and give it to your master, obviously. You can make a response video to this one because I would appreciate it if you could. Like I said, honey, I'll be at my grandma's by the time you do it, so I'll end up watching it on my laptop. But that means I could just watch it with my headphones in my ears. Speaking of which, I gotta talk to you about that also. I need to get some new headphones for my iPod, because these damn things, the thing that's wrong with it is this part, which is the remote part, doesn't work anymore. But the rest of the headphones works. So I need to get another one, and the next one I get, I'm gonna baby like crazy. I try to baby this one like crazy, but I end up stepping on the mic and killing it. And now that the one I want to get is supposed to be top notch for like $50 or whatever. So yeah, honey. I figured the money that we make off of FanDuel.com will end up becoming our money to be able to allow us to do a lot of things. Yesterday I watched our movie Up, and I right away was thinking of you. I got all teary-eyed and stuff. Made me miss you even more. But yeah, and I saw the great pin on the side or whatever. Oh yeah, freaking. Oh, freaking gangsta. But yeah, like I said, next time you might see me in a video, if I'm in a video, I probably won't have this on my face anymore. But then again, you'll have the king mane look of mine. Probably more than when I have bare face, but you do have the bare face because it's smooth. But this will drive you crazy. But yeah, honey, oh, I've already had it on for 12 minutes. And then again, you're gonna allow me, if your master allows it, to be able to see a 44-minute video if he allows it. So that'd be great. And then who knows how long. At least you'd hope you go at least 10 minutes on your video and you answer mine. That'd be nice. Because it's you giving your time to me, honey. And there's nothing more valuable than that. I'm only doing this FanDuel idea as a possible way to maybe make a living. Because remember how before I end the video, I'm going to mention this. Remember how I told you that I said I'd rather be self-employed rather than, I'd rather be self-employed rather than work an actual job. Because I usually can't handle authority very well. Because most of the time they're arrogant, and most of the time they think they're better than everybody. And I cannot stand that kind of an attitude. And not all the time are they ever fair. I know this because I remember the place I used to work at, the only place I used to work at. I felt like the damn type of boss I had was getting that way. That's how I'm aware of that type of attitude. So that's pretty much the reason why I did quit at that time. So by me being my own boss, I don't have to worry about that crap. I can pace myself at whatever speed I want, and I don't have to feel pressured. Them fucking making me fucking rush. And as you both know, me rushing to do whatever it is they want me to do is a pet peeve. So they drove me insane. And they would be unfair with it to the point I said, screw this, I'm out of here. I mean, the only thing I miss about it is the pay. The people I worked with were okay, but They're not necessarily the real, like, big, I don't know, like, friend type of people I would ever hanging out with, though. I reserve myself, even in a workspace. This is me, honey. That's the reason why I'm like Vern from freaking, Over the Hedge. By the way, I did watch yesterday also. I couldn't help it. I had to see Hammy the freaking squirrel. It's like my favorite character on there. He's so naive but adorable. Oh, he has the best lines in the freaking movie, I swear. And all the freaking best parts of the movie, like the top best 5 parts, all ironically involve him. So, yeah. Now you know my favorite character, since I thought about my favorite character from the movie. I did talk about that movie a lot with you before. Okay, honey, this movie, oh my gosh. Oh, it'll turn into a movie if I don't end it soon. But yeah, this video will already be uploaded onto Dropbox and everything by the time I get to my grandma's, which I gotta get ready for soon. So, figured I'd give you this updated video on what's going on, and all you could do is just answer back. Maybe talk about how it was down in Florida. Maybe then after that answer my message on here itself as what your video would be bound to do. I think you could do all of that within 10 minutes. I don't want this video going any further than 20, so I really do gotta wrap it up here. Yeah, darling, so, like I said, I'm gonna be at my grandma's house for the entire month. I'm not coming home until the end of the month. So, that said, I'm not gonna have my privacy to, freaking do videos for you as easily. I mean, I could probably still Skype with you at some point during the month, but I'm gonna probably try to bring my headphones, you know, where it has a earpiece with the mic. I'll probably try to bring that one since I do know how to put it into the system to where it works. And the thing is I've been writing in my journal here, and writing in that, and it's been helping me sort my freaking thoughts out. I've been able to keep myself under control longer. But when the 3rd came around, which was a couple days ago, let's say it's the 5th, I let's just say I didn't have a fun time. I didn't have a fun time. I was hoping you would have given me your final reassurance on freaking the 3rd, not the 2nd. And since we did it on the 2nd, I'm thinking, no, this is gonna be a really long stretch now. She could have made it only 3 more days, but no, she made it 4. Next thing I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna seem like a long time. And just think, tomorrow you'll be home. But I won't be able to see what you said online until I get back to my grandma's house from helping out at that fish fry. Alright, darling, so now I'm gonna say goodnight. Since it's going on 19, which means probably by the time I'm done saying goodnight, it'll be 20. Hopefully you answer every little detail I mentioned in this video, and you give me maybe an update on your situation and maybe our money situation and such, you know, our account that you created, that we're creating, that we're both controlling, that we're not relying on the bank to do, but we're relying on ourselves to do instead, you know, us to manage. You let me know on that money situation and how much is saved up and everything else, the next time you have a chance to, and I'll get to see you probably at my grandma's house. Alright, dear, now here we go, since I need to do it now. Sweetheart, I love, adore, worship you, my lovely, sweet-hearted, amazing person queen. Good night, my true love of true and eternal brothers. And I hope this video was everything you were hoping for, since I know you love it when I update you and stuff. And usually I make you update me also, because I did it for you on video. I usually make you do it, and that's what I'll probably do. I'll call this an update. I'll say February update. It's probably something like that is what I'll call it. I'll probably put more to the name than that though. Alright dear. I'll do it one more time and then the kiss, and then I'm done with this video dear. And hopefully you answer at least 10 minutes, since I gave you 20 minutes of my time money. Since that's the best way to repay me. Gifts won't ever matter as much as your own time, since there's no gift better than that. Alright dear. I love, adore, and worship you, my true love. Good night, my amazing blessing queen. And here's my kisses to you. Good night, my love.
Hello, my wonderful master. It is your slave, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and I am making you this video right now as part of the final test to prove myself in order to become Nick's slave, so that I will be handed down or passed to him in a sort of honorly way, so that I may be his slave and serve him and all his wishes. So, first thing I will do is show you that I am completely naked as instructed. I really don't know how many times I'm supposed to turn, but I think I've given you a pretty good fair view of all of me. Now, I will begin answering these questions. I printed these out because my computer is too slow to read them off my computer master, so I printed them out. I hope that doesn't deduct any points from this test. I will begin answering the questions now. Alright, now here's the questions you must answer as it follows. Favorite human alive is Nick, of course. Like, who else would it be? Of course Nick's my favorite human alive. He's wonderful and he's my soulmate, so it makes it just all that much more special. Okay. The page. Question 2. The biggest moment you ever had was when Nick said he worshipped me. I mean, of course, meeting Nick, but like on that site, but when he said he worshipped me was the biggest moment of my life. I just felt like, oh my God, he really, really worships me. I have this wonderful, amazing man, and he worships me. Out of all the women in the world, me. And I just felt so blessed and humbled and overwhelmed by that moment that I just cried, and it was tears of joy, tears of pure happiness and joy and excitement and overwhelmment. But God, that was the best moment of my entire life. And that's a moment I'll never forget. Which is actually kind of funny because earlier that day, we were having an argument, and then that night, everything just changed. And it changed for the better, and it was just amazing. Question 3. 3 top fears you have are losing Nick. That would be number one. That is my number one fear. I can't even think about it, because just thinking about it makes me want to cry, sir, because I just worship him that much, and I can't lose him. And, 2 would be Nick changing in any way, meaning personality-wise, or how he treats me. And then the 3rd would be losing my mom, because the 2 people that I love most in this world, I worship Nick, but I love my mom, and so losing the both of them would be my worst fears. And Nick changing into something that he's not, or changing from who he is. 4. What 2 codes do you have to learn that have to do with a form of BDSM? Only hint give you is MC and DGC. Yes, I use the code at the end just to give you an abbreviation. So I know what it is, sir. Well, of course, it's the master code, and then the other is the daddy dom code. See, I use my brain with that. Yeah, I could be a little smart sometimes. Question 5. Who gives you the most attention out of everyone you have ever met in your entire life? Again, Nick. He gives me more attention than anyone in my entire life, because every single day he gets online, he checks if I send him a message, he sends me post after post after post, and at times it's a little overwhelming at times, but then I realize I take it as he worships me and he's giving me this attention. He can't physically hold me right now, he can't physically kiss me right now, but he sends his spirit out to me, and in different forms. Sometimes I can see his shadow, sometimes I can see him in the mirror, but at least I know he's always there with me. And he's always giving me constant love and constant attention, and it's so appreciated. So, yes, it's definitely Nick. So, 6. Who are you most sexually attracted to? Again, Nick. Is it wrong to say that I think that he's the most sexiest man alive? I think that he's sexy, I think he's adorable, and I think he's sexy in an adorable way. He has many different ways of being sexy, and he just kind of drives me crazy sometimes. Crazy in a good way. Crazy like, I crave you, like I just want to jump on you, and like, you know, kiss you all up, and sort of just like attack you in the good sort of sense, where to give you lots of affection and stuff like that. So, definitely Nick, because he turns me on like nobody else does. He makes me feel feelings that I can't quite explain. Well, I mean, it can be explained, it's called arousal, but I know that, I think it's a deeper arousal. He arouses my spirit, and my heart, and my soul, and my body, and he just completes that arousal, and it makes it not just the body, but just sort of all of it, and it goes even deeper. 7. Yes or no question. Is it true you are a loyalist to your very core, like Nick always says you are? True. I am very loyal, just like Nick is. Guys do hit on me, but I ignore them. I block them on Facebook. Sometimes I tell them off. But I just like to be like, I'm taken, so, and I'm happy in my relationship. I am blissful, and so I adore my man. I worship my man, and it would kill me to ever hurt him by cheating, or even by thinking of cheating. And who the hell is even worth cheating seriously, you got an awesome, or I got an awesome, wonderful, brilliant man. Why the heck would I cheat on him? Seriously. So yes sir, very true. I am complete loyalist to the core, which I've even told Nick, and I truly mean it, that if something would happen, that he would pass away, God forbid that happen, if he would pass away, I would rather become a widow rather than remarry or betray my vows to him or betray him in any way. That's just not me. That's not something I would do. So, yes sir, I am a loyalist, a true loyalist. 8. Do you ever fart? Yes, not very often, sir. I'm more of a burper, like after I eat or drink soda, which I know I am going to stop drinking soda. Nick told me to ASAP, so I have. But usually it's after I drink, like, carbonated beverages where I burped. But, as for farting, maybe every now and then, but they don't stink. They're quiet and they don't stink, so, if that's embarrassing, but, that's, yeah. I think everyone on the planet does. 9. Ever since your first humiliation video, do you ever feel that it is harder to humiliate yourself now than it was before, since you might not have it bother you like you used to, or maybe like even now? I think after I did that whole video with the dumping stuff on me, that was humiliating enough. So I am okay with anything now. So I am completely okay with being humiliated now. I am like, it's fine, I'm okay. So I've got ketchup on my face, you know? It doesn't matter. Because as silly as I might look to other people, at least I know that Nick still loves me and worships me, even though I'm covered in whatever kind of sauce or whatever he wants to do to me. I know that he said that he would probably humiliate me in the future as punishment. But, if it's just for fun, then it doesn't bother me anymore, sir. Let me make sure that this doesn't go up. Okay. Sorry. 10. How healthy are your legs? Meaning, if they are good enough condition to run, or can you only walk is what I mean. My legs are, I can't run. I'll be honest with you. Since I've been in the chair for quite some time, my legs are not strong enough to run. I can maybe jog. But as far as running, no sir. I'm not even a good walker, sir. I am very off balance. At times I may wobble. So, you know, a horrible dancer. But my legs are medium strong. They're not so weak that I need help up, but they're not so strong that I'm like, I am a skilled runner and walker. So, I think medium strength, sir. 11. What part of BDSM? Question 11. What part of BDSM are you most scared of? Which would be the part you would be willing to do, but would take the longest to adapt to? I would definitely say fisting, sir. I'm not sure if Nick really wants to do that. It scares me to death. Because, I mean, something that is like that big going inside me. I'm not okay with that. I would beg him if we please wouldn't have to do that, sir. But as far as besides fisting, we might need to talk about that, him and me, but, besides that, probably constraints, as far as, like, body constraints, like the whole full body constraints, or like the, shiny leather bodysuits, and those headgear, and spankings, like really hard spankings with a belt. Those would be, yeah, those would be hard for me to adapt to, but I'm willing to try, sir, as best I can. 12. What would be your 3 biggest turn-ons that are rough? Slamming me up against the wall, because I've always found that really sexy, and it's kind of a turn-on for me. So like, I mean, even if it's really rough, like slamming me up against the wall, and then kissing me, or putting my hands above the wall, and then slamming me up against one, or pushing me on a bed, pushing me on the floor, spanking me on my ass until I beg for it. So yeah, it's sort of like rough manhandle sort of play. 13. Is it true that you are scared of only when Nick is pissed? True. Yes. I am scared of him when he is pissed, because I'm scared of upsetting him to the point where he leaves me or gets so mad that he takes a step back from worshiping me, or in general I just don't want to piss him off, because I love him. I worship him too much to piss him off. So yeah, it's true, I'm scared of him. He's in that, he freaks me out when he's in that mindset of being pissed. 14. Gypsy, with as much as you have heard of Nick mentioning you may get raped by him, as much as he has said it is most likely going to happen, do you believe if it does happen as often as he told you, it would, which would be either when you pissed him off, or he just wants to manhandle you, that you believe you would never fear rape again, instead enjoy it? By you never fearing it again, wouldn't even fear it if someone else raped you. If someone else did it because you were so used to it by him, while with others you would only worry about him killing you, not raping you. I can get used to raping. In front of people, yeah, I can get used to it, sir. If he does it as often as he says, then yes, sir, I would get used to it. 15. You have said before that you were always on Nick's side, so if it ever came to choosing sides in an end of the world scenario, which, good God, end of the world, that would be horrible. Back to the question. You would choose staying by him the entire time, even if that meant you both weren't going to survive. Of course, Master, of course I'd stay by him the entire time. If it's the end of the world, I want to stay by him, and I want to die with him, because there is no place on earth that I'd ever rather be than be with my soulmate. And if it's going to be the end of the world, then let us die together. Let us die soulmates, and let us go into our next life together with love and with each other. That's the way I take it, sir. I'm sorry I'm a bit emotional. Some of these questions are a bit emotional. Number 16. How do you feel about your chess goal Nick has set for you of C36? I hope to get that big. I think I'm doing a fair job right now. They are a full B cup, so thanks, Super Actives. I've got a full B cup. but they're not as big as the C36. So I am still trying to work up to my goal. I have to do some exercises like this. Supposedly that makes big breasts. So I am still working on that. And I feel like I'll feel like a lot more confident. I'll be able to fill out more dresses. I'll make him happy. You know, it's all about making him happy. And that's how I truly feel, sir. Number 17. Would you try to drink what Nick drinks just to make him worship you more? Or would you just do it because you already worship him as it is? I would drink what he drinks because I already worship him as it is, sir. So basically I'll eat what he eats, drink what he drinks. I know that there are certain things that I'll have to get used to, like tomatoes. Like, I gag on tomatoes, sir. But I promised him that I would do my best to expand my food vocabulary, as I like to call it. And as far as drinks go, I know that he likes to drink certain special drinks from, I think it was Woodman's that he was saying, that he likes their drinks, that is an apple something. I forgot offhand. But it was a special drink he had, and it was rare, and I know he liked that, so I'm looking forward to trying that with him. So, yes sir, I would drink what he drinks because I already worship him as it is. 18. Do you feel challenged with how the first test went, which was your humiliation test, or did you not feel like it was a challenge at all? It was a challenge, sir. It was a challenge to get over how embarrassing it looked, how humiliating it was. It was a challenge to get all the ingredients, even though I couldn't have gotten all the ingredients. I tried, and that's what was taking me so darn long, is because I didn't have all the ingredients. All this gunk, which I will never be able to smell peanut butter the same way again. Peanut butter kind of makes me gag now ever since that test, but I'm sure I'll get over it in time. But yes, sir, it was a challenge, but if it ever happened again, I bet I would conquer it like I did it the first time, sir. Because yes, I did it! Yeah! Alright, number 19. Do you feel after being humiliated the way I did make you humiliate yourself, you feel as if you knew more about yourself, and as if it ever give you the knowledge to know if you are turned on by being humiliated? Maybe a little bit, as far as pouring chocolate on me. That was a turn on. Whipped cream, turn on. Peanut butter, if I had Nick licking it off of me, it would be a turn on. So, sometimes it is a turn on depending on what it is, sir. But I do feel like after that first test, it is more easier to humiliate myself, and it would be like a turn on now. So yes, sir, I do believe that it is more easier now, and it does turn me on more than it did before. Number 20. What is the biggest fear that is going through your brain right now? Not passing this test, sir. That's pure honesty, not passing this test. I feel like I am a little bit nervous, and being on my knees kind of hurts for this long, but I'm afraid that I don't make it long enough to please you. I'm afraid that I don't pass this test, sir. I'm afraid that I don't become Nick's slave, sir. Okay, I'm alright. Confident. But I can make it. I can. because I'm doing everything that is instructed on this paper, sir. So, it's my biggest fear, sir. 21. What are your top 5 turn-ons that are sensual? Kissing. Hugging even. Having someone rub my palm of my hand like this. That's really sexy to me. And sensual. Neck kissing. Think about it for a little while. So I got kissing, palm rubbing, hugging, kissing my neck, and the 5th one would be touching my, believe it or not, touching my belly button, like right here. That's actually really sensual to me. So those are my top 5 turn-ons that are sensual, sir. Question 22. If you had to give a percentage of how well Nick knows you, what would it be? How much would it be? 90, I was gonna say 99%, but he knows me even better than I know myself sometimes, sir, so 100%. Because, well, no, I'm going to say 99%, because when we're living together, we'll know more about each other's bodies, how we turn each other on, our eating habits, sleeping habits, everyday living habits, sir. So I'm going to say 99%, just because in the future we'll learn more about each other as far as living wise. But he knows me a lot, sir. He knows me sometimes better than I know myself, sir. Okay. Question 23. The last time you and Nick talked about anal, do you think he was being fair with how he said he would do it? Yes, sir. He said he would only do it if I didn't like it. Like after the first time we tried it, if I don't like it, he'll only use it for punishment or hate fucking. I don't mean to be not ladylike, but that's what he said it was called. And so I do think it is fair, sir. Yes, sir. And I will take it, and I will understand that it's for punishment. Now, if I do like it or tolerate it, we'll do it more often. So, I do think it is fair, sir. Question 24. If you were going to describe how much how much you worship Nick, how would you describe it descriptively? Uncontrollably, solely, completely, emotionally connected in every way, undescribable. My worship for him, it goes beyond all sense of the meaning love. That's why we don't say, I love you. We don't just say, I love you. We say, I worship you. Because there's nothing in the world that I wouldn't do for him. Sir, God, if he'd asked me to, I'd jump off a cliff. I really, really would. Because that's how much I worship him. If it would make him happy, which I know it wouldn't make him happy, but I'm saying to an extreme, to make him happy, I'd walk on broken glass, I'd walk on fire, I would do anything to make this man happy. I worship him more every day, and right now it's gotten to the point where I worship him at max. I can't worship him anymore because He's inside me. His heart is inside me, just like my heart is inside him. It doesn't belong to me. I don't belong to me anymore. I belong. He is everything that I hold dear. And if I ever lost him, I would have no reason to live. I would have absolutely no reason to carry on. Every day, we talk to each other. And every day, I get more excited. It's like, I feel like a little puppy, and I'm just like, he's here, he's here, he's here! And I feel like I'm the luckiest woman in the world to have him. I worship him beyond all words, sir. I am trying. I am really digging down deep, and I am trying to put it into words. But it is so difficult. It's like trying to explain. How do we know that air exists without seeing it? How do we know that love exists without knowing the exact chemical reactions in the brain? How do we know that light is light? You know, how do we explain these things? How do we explain how the sun rises and the sun sets? I worship him beyond describing, sir, and I am trying. The only thing I can say is I would do anything for him. I worship him beyond anything. I worship him beyond God. Please don't strike me down right now. I know that he would probably say the Lord should come first, but I have forsaken going to heaven in order to be with him in the afterlife, at his planet, on his world, in his paradise. Something that I know nothing of. I only know what I was taught as a Catholic girl, that there is a heaven, there is a hell, and you either go to one or you go to the other. But I choose to forsake going to either one and follow him wherever he may go. Sir, I worship him beyond all words, sir. Question 25. Do you truly find it adorable when Nick is stubborn most of the time? Yes, he is adorable and he's stubborn. I just want to like pinch his little cheeks and be like, you're so cute and you're stubborn. But I do find it adorable. So adorable. I love to just like kiss him and hug him right there, and you know, just give him lots of affection just because he's so adorable to me. And even when he's a little angry, sometimes I find it adorable. And he said that he finds me adorable too when I'm angry. Isn't that something, sir? I guess it's a soulmate thing. 26. What is the thing you are most excited about that is coming up the soonest? Meeting Nick for the first time, having sex with him, giving him my virginity, having our moment, kissing him, touching him, having him infuse that unbreakable touch in me. Sir, that is what I'm looking forward to most. And I can't wait. It's like, oh my god, it's like 2 months away! Alright. I'm not panicking. I'm just like, I'm really excited. I just realized it just entered my brain. It is literally 2 months away. Okay, I'm right. From him, he would still catch you since you are aware of him being in cross country, track and fields, back when he was a teenager in high school. Yes, sir. He's got like another foot on me, and he's probably like, well, I mean, he's probably like man weight, right? So, and so yeah, and he's super fast. So yes, sir, I do believe that he can catch me, probably in like midair too. So I fully believe that. Question 28. What is your favorite 3 foods, meaning 1 dessert, 1 breakfast, and 1 dinner dish? Dessert would be cheesecake. Love cheesecake. That's something that me and Nick have in common. Love cheesecake. Breakfast, pancakes. I know that sounds really cliche. Pancakes, really boring. But yeah, pancakes with the syrup and slathered in butter. And dinner would be gumbo. I am from the South. I'm from New Orleans. So we have gumbo, and gumbo is my favorite dinner. So yes, sir. That is my 3 favorite dishes. Or foods. 29. What are your top 5 turn-offs starting from the least to the biggest one? When a guy's like, oh, sup girl, so sexy. Arrogance. Burping without, like, saying excuse me. Butt scratching. Ew. Nose picking. And being an all-out douchebag. Like calling a woman a bitch just because she's a girl. I mean, there's bitch in a good way. Like, you're my bitch, you know. I mean, if it's in a relationship, that's fine. But, like, that bitch did this and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's being ungentlemanlike, and those are my top 5 turnoffs, sir. So, biggest. What, question, the final question. 30. What are Nick's top 3 biggest pet peeves? Repeating himself. I know I've had to make him do it a couple times because I'm forgetful. But I'll try to stop doing that. 2, being taken advantage of, which I will never do. I know that he has been taken advantage of in the past by other girls, and I hope to I will never do that, because I appreciate him. I worship him way too much for that, sir. And then the other would be being rushed. I know he likes to do things the slower way. He likes to do things in his time, so I will respect that. I know if it's like end of the world apocalypse and we're like running from a big giant monster, we're gonna hit the door, but as far as like say opening doors and stuff like that, going out to go do something, take his time. I see no point in rushing him. Okay, sir. Well, that is all of the questions, sir. Right before I do my good night, I want to do one thing. You told me to do the kegels. So I did those. So I'm gonna show you my tightened holes now, which I recently shaved. I'm gonna in a comfy position where I can lay down. So, here's my pussy. Nice and tight. Alright, so my ass. Try to get as close up as I can. Get really in there. So now I do that. I am on my knees there. I love, first before I do that, thank you so much for allowing me to do this video, Master. You are so kind, so generous, so loving, so protective, and so wonderful. And having you for a master has been a real pleasure. I know I haven't always been greatest slave. I've been rebellious at times. I truly am sorry for that, but I want you to know that I do honestly love and adore you, sir. And I am grateful for everything you have taught me. Everything. And I will miss you. I'm gonna get all emotional. I love, adore, and I was about to say these things I told Nick, but I caught myself. I love and adore you, my amazing master. Good night, my wonderful, kind, generous master. I'll give you extra kisses. And one more time, just because of how much I love and adore you, my sweet master. I love, adore you. I love and adore you, my amazing, kind master. Good night, my wonderful master, whom I love so much and adore so much. Hi, my wonderful King Charming. Happy Valentine's Day. This is a surprise. You didn't know I was doing this for you. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a collage of videos like I normally do for us on Valentine's Day. But I am wearing a very beautiful red dress. It has very beautiful beadwork. See? And that's why I look this nice. I really just wanted to make a video to show you how much I love you, but that would, and love and worship you, but that would be impossible because it's impossible to put into words. But I will tell you that we have been together for 2 years, and like over 2 years. It has been the best years of my life. You are such a blessing to me, and I'm so blessed and lucky to have you, and you're always my Valentine each year. So I hope I'm yours again this year. You really, I don't know if you knew that I was gonna make you a video because I didn't say anything about it. Here I am making you a video. I am going to be sending you so many kisses and hugs in this video that you'll just fall right over your chair. Darling, you mean more to me than my own life. You're everything to me. You're more than just my husband, my boyfriend, my lover. You're my everything. You're a brother, you're a lover, you're a father, you're a boyfriend, you're a husband, you are everything get choked up. Everything all in one. And you complete my life so much. And you just bring such joy and happiness into my life, more than I can ever express. And I'm just overwhelmed with love and worship for you. No woman on this planet will ever love you or adore you or worship you more than me. That is pure truth, honey. Every day that goes by, I wonder what I did so right to deserve you. And the only thing I can think of is maybe it's not about deserving at all. Maybe it's just two people that are soulmates that are meant to be together and they're a part of each other. So maybe it's not about deserving, it's more about meant to be and fate and soulmates, and we are just that. I hope that I make you happy like you make me every single day of our lives together. I hope that I can bring you the joy that you have brought into my life. So I hope that I can give that back to you. That I can show you that I am all yours forevermore. For all eternity. I'm not going anywhere, son. Never. You don't have to worry about me leaving, cheating, any of that. You know I'm loyal and you know it. And you know that I am true. Because I know you said that other women have said I'm loyal. I'm true. I'm true to my soul. And here, near, far, here, there, everywhere, I am true to you. My one and only King Charming. So, I want to tell this to you right now. I love, adore, and worship you, my wonderful, wonderful husband. And I can't wait till we can have a real, in-person relationship where our bodies never have to leave each other. Our skin never has to part again. And that we just live happily ever after. So, good night, my wonderful, amazing, handsome King Charming. You will always, always be number one in my book. You are my soulmate. And nothing could ever complete me more than you. Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
Hey sweetheart, I figured I'll give you this message. This is a delayed message, obviously, dear. Yes, I am using my laptop for you to get this message. First off, happy delayed, Valentine's Day, honey. And just as you'll get to see in that picture I'm gonna send you, I am wearing the only ring that actually works. The other one gets too dirty constantly. That's the reason why I didn't bring it with me. But I did bring and did wear the original ring that you got me when you went to Cape Cod, honey. But yes, dear. This year, the year before this, now it's like about 4 months after let's see, got October, then you got November, December, then obviously January, and then February. So, yeah, that's about right. About 2 years and 4 months we've been together, dear. It's about that much. We're only a few days away from exactly that. But by the time you get this message, it'll be more than that. That we've been together. But, yes, dear, this is my only chance to really make this video for you. And you know you're queen, you're king. The thing is, I'm thinking about you constantly. So I'm like, because I know you too well, and I'm thinking of what you would say, what I would say, constantly going through my brain. It's a complicated thing to not mix myself up on, because I know what you would say in so many different situations, just as I know what I would say. It's really weird when you are connected to your twin flame, like I'm connected to you, and when I think about how we're connected, I mean, I can actually think of exact quotes that you would say, whether it was from a past lifetime or things you've actually said already as we're together now. I can just think of exact quotes, and sometimes you'll even forget them while I still remember them. As you know, your king is really well known for his, how to put it. And yes, I had to do this, remember, dear? I had to shave a little bit because of that fish fry I told you about. Anyways, honey, yes. I was talking about my memory. I tend to forget very, very little. I remember the only time you've ever lied to me. I still remember that. Hopefully, ever since then, you've always been true. and honest to me, as I believe in that you have been. I don't deny it at all. And it's kind of funny, you keep on saying that there's stuff I don't know, when you don't realize I'm walking through the same life with you, within my soul being around you. By my soul being around you, okay, honey, there's one thing I gotta teach you about spirituality. Thanks to, who my spiritual brother, Ricky. He's the one who taught me it. And ever since I was taught it from him, that's how I know what I know. Sweetheart, in actuality, the reason why I can be around you is because, yes, it's because we're twin flame soulmates. Yes, it is that reason. But another reason is because if I did not connect with you on a spiritual level, it'd be impossible for me to find you. That's why. If I never connected with you on a spiritual level, that is the case. And that's the reason why I'm always around. That's the reason why I can't say, hey, there's something you might not know. Every single time you say that, I have to laugh. Or I'll be like, actually, I did know that. Sweetheart, you gotta remember, your king's always around. Whether you realize it, that you can't see me because I'm only in spiritual form, or there's times I will reveal myself to you in spiritual form, most of the time, as you might notice, it's at nighttime so I do it. That's actually when I usually reveal myself in that way. Most of the time it's daytime. You can feel my presence around you, but you can't see me. That's on purpose, though. Because I need to make sure you remember at all times. Regardless of how lonely you feel at times, you might end up feeling a cold touch onto your back out of nowhere while you're crying yourself to sleep, and all of a sudden, that touch feels too much like me. So you know I'm literally there. All of a sudden you get cheered up just because that one touch made a difference. Made you feel like, well, I might not get him in physical form, at least I get him in spiritual. And all of a sudden everything's better. And remember, dear, you only touch the taste of my soul can do to you. It can make your body do. It's weird on how the male tends to be the dominant figure out of the two different sexes more often than the other one. It's really weird. And then it also becomes true in spiritual form, which is so fascinating to me. And then I only take advantage of it when I see a reason to do so. But yes, darling, I am aware of how far we've come. To be an estimate, these 2 years and 4 months that we've been together. It's an estimate. Probably by the time you get this, it'll be even longer we've been together. But yes, it's been, from the very first day you and me were together to now, even before we even were together, it was a struggle to even find each other. We both have went through a struggle to find each other. Me, I was going through a lot more hell than I was ever hoping to have to go through. You know my story, because I've already told you it, and you've said that you're sorry that my past had to be so rough before I met you, but all it did was ready myself for you, is all it did. It means that J word, if I never met her, I would have never been more ready for when I am with you. Or any of those other people. They all readied me for you. And I know that you were, only one to have one person you really fell for. In a sense, fell for. More like an infatuation, as you said it was. I do believe you it was infatuation, because if it wasn't infatuation, you wouldn't be able to get rid of it, like you were able to. But yes, dear, I said as I said. You only had to deal with one, while I've had to deal with, probably at this point, it's hundreds of heartbreaks by now. So I really went through hell just to find you. And that's another reason why you gotta stop mentioning that. And when you told me about your plan that you had about when you were meeting, I'm thinking that is so girl-like of you. The reason I say that, honey, is because I know the difference between a woman and a girl. Believe me, I've been through plenty of relationships where I know I'm with a girl, not a woman. And that's part of the reason why you trust me to
mold you, to shape you into the woman I know you can be. Because you've become her more and more. As I might have had to endure stuff as you've gotten older, gotten wiser. And you learn and you learn and you learn. That's all you can do is learn as you live, honey. That's the same with me. That's all I ever do. Even though I learn at a lot faster speed. Because, of obvious reasons. Visions and all the rest of that stuff that's going on. That or touching visions or whatever freaking psychic things going on with me. But yes, dear. I have to say, the entire time we've been together, it's been, as I've said it before, I'll say it again just because it's true. It's been a blessing. It has been. It's actually been a blessing. I really don't know how else to put this in words. I mean, I knew that as soon as I found this is the weirdest thing about it. I knew as soon as I found my actual twin flame, my soulmate, my other side of me, as I've said, you look female version of me. That's how I know you're her. More so than anything else. I mean, everything else pops out also, like your personality and other things that I expect. But your physical features shocks me. Even to this day, it shocks me how much you look like me. It shocks me. Shocks me, obviously, in a good way, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, sometimes I look at you, I'm thinking, I'm looking at myself, but I'm looking at a female form myself. So that's partly the reason why I'm as comfortable as I am to talk to you, and why I don't hide anything from you, and all the rest of that. The thing is you were hiding your plan. Until yesterday, of course. But, I still can't believe you thought such of stuff like that, but now you're more of a woman. And you want to follow my lead more so than ever before, which I'm proud of you for trusting me into doing, dear. I'm proud of you for that. So, I'm wearing this for this video and for when I go outside. Otherwise, usually I'll take it off for when I'm inside because I have no reason to keep wearing it, keep wearing it, keep wearing it, keep wearing it. The truth is, the reason why I don't like wearing rings on the main part of wearing them is because they suffocate your skin. And we both know skin needs to breathe. Otherwise, how do you think wrinkles get into the skin? That's one of the reasons why wrinkles appear. But, yes, dear. What else is there to say to my love? Now that I had a chance to make this video for you, dear. Well, thinking about it, as I'm making this on my laptop. I'm gonna say what I was talking about yesterday before you ended up falling asleep because I'm kissing you, put you to sleep. As it may have actually been intentional that I put you to sleep that way, whether you realize it or not. I did admit that my kiss is so dangerous that you would really be at my mercy as soon as I do kiss you. Whatever I wanted to do with you, you'd be helpless, but to only allow me to do it. You'd be defenseless, you would not be able to resist at all. You would just let it happen because the overwhelming feeling you get inside you from my kiss is like no other kiss you'll ever feel. I mean, you could kiss a professional kisser and you'll notice the difference between him and me. Me, I'll literally actually take you to a new dimension practically. How intense my kiss will be. That's part of the reason why you get lost in my kiss to the point you become at my mercy. But not only that, I've admitted it. Touching. I'm a master of physical affection when it comes to my hands. That, and I have the damn kissing skills. So no wonder it's going to be impossible to really resist me. More so than that your soul and your body wants me to seduce you in the first place. More so than that, which makes it even harder for you to resist. So it's like, oh, I'll just let him do whatever I want him to do that he wants to do to me as he pleases because there's nothing else I really could do anyways. That would be the attitude you have to have towards it. Which, then again, those submissive things about you, and I did mention about you having more turn-ons appear in the future that you're not even aware of. I can tell you're not aware of by what you said to one turn-on post. Let's just say that as many things as you have as a turn-on, I find it impossible for you to not want to do me probably no less than 3 times a day, literally. Because I'll end up making accidentally one turn-on happen or another, to where the next thing we know, it'll lead to one turn-on, and then we'll be all over each other. But yeah, dear, I just had to make this video so this way you had the chance to get a Valentine's video from me. As you see, you know your king is known for coming through for you at some point. And yes, I am going to give you that picture I talked about. I'm also going to make a picture of my hand and by itself. Besides me smiling. But a serious smile. Like a serious happy smile is what I did before. But anyways. Wow, going on 15 minutes. That's the thing about your king. I always spoil you with you being able to hear more and more and more about me. More and more of what's going through my brain. I don't know if I'll get another chance to make you another video. I'm gonna watch your video again after I'm done with this video, just because I can. And then after that, hopefully you like everything that I said and such and such. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's right. You're gonna watch this video, that's right. You're gonna be turned on as soon as you watch it. Honey, do your best so you can to control yourself after you watch this video. I know it's gonna be tough. I know it is. But I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I mean, you can do it while you're alone. If you're around me, you're at my mercy. Because you know my dominant nature, and you know everything else. It makes it impossible. You know the impossible equation. You actually end up having that impossible equation, which means you're pretty much how to put it? You're a human that has flame within her that can only be sparked to ignite bigger and bigger and bigger only by me. Everyone else can ignite it, but they can't ignite it to a level that they want to. Meaning, I can go and I can get you so excited that you don't know what to do with yourself. Literally, you do not know what to do with yourself. I mean, to the point you lose your mind, and whatever I do, you just let it happen, you just let me take over the moment. And that's part of the reason why I'm so famous in our relations towards each other, whether it was our past lifetime, or this one we're about to be sharing together. The reason I'm famous for it to you, I'm famous to you for it. You know I'm very well aware of how I can do that. So, yes, there. And I knew you would get what I wanted you to about the whole rape thing. I knew you would get that. And next thing you know, you're exactly like me when you're max horny. Just like I am. Yeah. Well, I could keep going for a very long time, but I don't know how much more time I'll have on here, so I'm gonna say goodnight now, honey. And one more thing first. You said that you were understanding on how it's hard for me to get a video done and all the rest of that, because you know I'm usually always, and I did say always, the type of person who makes sure you get whatever amount of time you need to be able to make a video. Because I know that you aren't always able to make them also. Because you always need time alone. Just like I needed time alone, I'm here. Yes, I'm still at my grandma's house, and I did fulfill what I said I was going to do. I'm going to stay here until the end of the month, as I said. So, that's what I'll be doing. But, yes, dear, all I expect you to do is just answer every topic I brought up in a video. I mean, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I know my giggle probably made you giggle and probably turned you on and all this other stuff probably. As I know how I can influence you. It's weird. I actually know everything of that nature. And I'm not even around you physically, and I know it. So I know you probably giggled, and I probably know that you got turned on by my giggle and such. But I'm trying not to turn you on, even though it's actually impossible for me not to. Other than that, dear, what I said I wanted to actually you to do is on Facebook, answer every topic I brought up, whether it was the rape or how we really are blissful together, or how we connect, or all the different topics I brought up, all the different topics. You have so many to choose, and I hope you can answer as many as you can, even if it's in a brief message for each one. You know, to have a little detail to each one. That's all I ask. Other than that, let's see. You could mention about the turn-ons. You can mention about, like I said, how we end up getting to the point where we rape each other. When we max horny, you can mention that. You can mention on how we are always blissful together and always tend to understand each other so well. I mean, to where no one else will understand each other like we do, unless they're twin flames like we are. What else is there? Well, I did mention, my ring that you got me. You mentioned, how you don't mind if I'm wearing any, or if I think that you've already admitted that you don't mind if I'm not wearing one as long as I'm staying loyal. And I've been only wanting to wear this one because it's easier to get off my finger and such. So, yeah. So I'm going to give you another picture with this besides the one you already will get. So I have two pictures and then this video. So it makes up for the lack of timing. It makes up for it. But, yes, sweetie. Other than that, I got you on 20 minutes. I'm spoiling the hell out of you right now by giving you all this extra time. Damn, woman, I am one person who loves to spend my time for you. And I know you not only are grateful for me doing this for you, but you're also, yes, blessed. I know you're gonna use that word. I stole it out of your mouth. But, besides those, you're just happy I was willing for 20 minutes, about to be now 21 minutes, into, time to speak to you. Yeah. And that's crazy. I mean, I was just thinking deeply on what I was going to say when I did this video, since I noticed I had my chance. And I pretty much touched everything. I mean, like I've said, you can mention about how we've been able to be blissful throughout our struggles we've had, and such. And the weirdest thing is, you always end up having no choice but to trust me in the end of each struggle, because you've noticed I've been right about every damn one of them. But it only makes more validation for my visions and all that stuff. So it's weird how we both know about our first son being our first child, but it's quite nice. And yes, Nicholas Paul Godejohn Jr., I figured I'd give this message to you also. That he loves you, and he always will. Remember that. Alright. I know that you'll both now enjoy this song. I just said hi to him too. Alright, I'm not gonna let it go any further than 25. I'm really gonna make sure it stops at that point. I didn't even want him to let it go to freaking 10 or 20. But going past that now. Alright, darling. I know you will enjoy this, because any video I give you, you always enjoy it. So, with that said, I will now say my goodnight to you. And I might say one last thing after I'm done with the goodnight, before I give you the goodnight kiss, of course. But here we go. I love, adore, and worship you, my loving blessing queen of true bliss. And good night, my loving Cinderella. Or should I say, good night, my amazing Bella. Since you're more like that story with me and Beauty and the Beast. Since it has more aspects of that story that fit us. More than any other couple I've noticed, as you've talked about before. You're gonna mention that one, honey. And then, now I'm about to do the goodnight kiss. Before I do it though, I wanna mention one damn thing. Obviously, I know you're a lady, and you've been taught to be one. Whether it's your current master or it'll be me, you're gonna always be a lady no matter what. Because I'm gonna enforce what he's enforced, which will force you to stay that way. Even though you wouldn't mind staying that way anyways, because it's rightful to be that way, to stay a lady. Obviously, I know you're gonna thank me for the video, and how much you might have maybe even worshipped it, that sacred word of ours. Since worship is obviously the deepest level, and then you get the top of that, next thing you know, as we worship each other completely. But, yes, sweetie. Make sure you do that, besides give a brief message per each topic on Facebook. That's all I ask from you, honey. Okay, now time to do the goodnight kiss. I'm gonna spoil you because I've done do nothing but it by me prolonging it as long as I have. I'm gonna spoil you. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Good night, my love. My true love. But really, good night, honey.